What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Go On, I'm Listening. I am your host, Taty, and today I know that the set looks a little different and it is pretty obvious that I am all by myself. That's not 100% true, honestly. I actually have someone here with me behind the camera. It is my friend Michaela, guys.
Hey, y'all.
Yo, thank you so much for joining us, Michaela. Honestly, okay, first of all, let me explain the reason why Michaela is here. I had a solo episode and I had random questions that I asked myself. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I asked people, what do you want to know about me? And they said, I don't know. That left me with nothing because y'all wanted a solo episode. So I gave you one, and then you guys were saying, well, I don't know nothing about you still. Like, that was too general and blah, blah, blah. So I thought it would be cool to have someone who knows me more than, honestly, almost anyone does, because she's been with me since high school and she's seen so many different versions of me. So Michaela has actually came up with some questions that will help you guys get to know me a little bit better. I'm so excited about that. So first of all, Michaela, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm so nervous and excited and anxious to see what questions that you have for me today.
No need to be nervous. I'm not going to dive deep into certain things.
Okay, I'm sure. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're good. You good.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, I think so.
Yes. All right. Well, if you're not, oh well.
If you're not ready, get ready. Heard you. Okay. Cool.
So if people don't know what your real name is, it's Tatyana.
That is true.
So who is Tatyana? Who is Taty? Are they the same person? They're different versions of you?
Ooh.
Who are you?
Oh my goodness. That's actually so funny that you say that, because Tatyana and Taty are two completely different people. We'll start with Taty. You said, you agree?
I said, is that right?
Yeah, it is. Let's start with Taty, because Taty is so fun-spirited. She's so loving, so caring, so jolly, carefree. Taty is lit. I love Taty so much, honestly. Like, she hecka cool. And then we got Tatyana, which is the more serious side, the more I'm about my business, I'm about everything, like I'm a perfectionist, all that. And I feel like when you say Tatyana, it brings out a different side of me that is more assertive, more aggressive, and has way more boundaries and is more firm in that. So that's Tatyana, but I think Taty is like light and playful, and I like her.
So you mentioned boundaries.
Yeah.
So what are some boundaries you currently have?
Some boundaries that I currently have. Okay, honestly, I definitely would say that I have been exercising or trying to exercise. Just not taking a lot of nonsense from people, or just recognizing the flag as a flag, you know. Sometimes I think like, oh, like they're just being themselves, or they're just being nice, or they just, I don't know. I think the best in people when they show me the worst, and that's not necessarily a good thing, because it always leaves me high and dry, you know. And that's one of the boundaries that I'm starting to build.
Okay. Yeah. What are some of your passions, new and old?
Some of my passions, new and old. Okay, old passion, I would say I used to have the chocolate covered strawberry business. It's called Taty's Berries. I miss you so much, baby. I miss them berries so much. They were so good. I had like Oreo. I had strawberry shortcake, vanilla, chocolate. Oh, I had this nuts with caramel and truffle. Oh, it was so good.
You had cookies and cream too.
Yes, cookies and cream. Yes, that was, it was so bomb. So that was one of my old passions. My new passion now is Go On, I'm Listening.
Okay.
Taty loves music, because Taty loves music so much. And I guess you can throw bartending in there too, because I really, really love doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are like my newest passion, my new of the new things that I've been dipping and dabbling into.
Yeah. Okay, on a more serious note, let's get into some
quick. So let me unwind a little bit with my wine.
Here you go. I'm a little nervous. Okay, while you sipping, I'm asking.
I like that.
All right. So, how is your self-love journey going currently?
Oh, currently, as of what time is it? Because my clock don't work.
7:47 p.m.
Okay, as of 7:47 p.m., my self-love journey has been going so swell. I'm just honestly really happy and proud of myself for the progress that I have been making. it's been really a hectic journey and a bumpy ride. But now that I'm kind of at a balanced place in my life, my self-love journey has been going very smooth, and it's been progressing to where I want it to be. And it's a process, obviously. Like, I'm not where I want to be 100%, but at the same time, I'm so much further than where I was. Like, when I look back, I can't believe I was back there, like, just now. So I'm just really grateful for the journey, and it's going really good.
That's good. And so you're very open about going to therapy.
Yes.
And I also feel like therapy can contribute to your self-love journey.
Absolutely.
So how is therapy going? What made you get into it? If you want to talk about that, or, you know, whatever the case may be.
Oh my goodness.
Share a little bit about that to the people.
Okay, yeah. So I'm actually not in therapy currently right now, but I have been in therapy prior for about 2 years now, honestly. It took me so long to find a good therapist, honestly. It wouldn't take me so long. Maybe it took me 2 to 3 therapists that I had to go through to find a good therapist for me. But honestly, part of that was because I wasn't being 100% honest with myself and with the therapist. So they weren't really able to help me the way that they, you know, were assigned to do, because I wasn't being honest with myself. So I noticed when I started being honest with myself, I was able to be more connected with my therapist, and we actually were able to get something done.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works. But so it's really, really amazing. I recommend therapy for everyone, because there's sometimes some things in our lives that we bury so deep that we don't even know is there, or we don't know the reason or the causes, or why am I reacting this way, or what happened to me, or what's wrong with me. I think that was a question that I kept having to myself, just wondering, like, what is wrong with me? Why am I such a crybaby? Why am I just emotionally overreacting to everything?
Yeah.
So yeah, therapy has really helped me to balance my emotions and just understand that, like, it's okay. And it's okay to not be that too at the same time too. It's just, what are you doing about it? So I just appreciate therapy so much for everything that it's taught me.
Yeah, I also think that it's important, being that I have worked in mental health. I have learned just from my experience with, especially like younger kids, that's who I worked with. Ooh. It's okay to go through more than one therapist. And I don't think that that's talked about enough. People feel like if I'm going to therapy, you know, the first time is what it is. But sometimes the first time, the person is not the right person for you. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize, like, you could be like, I need to try somebody different.
Yeah.
It's okay. And a lot of people also don't know that there are a lot of different styles and techniques when it comes to therapy that therapists learn in school and, you know, on the job from wherever they're working at or whatever the case may be, that they use different things, and maybe their method is not the method for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize that, and it's very discouraging. So all the people out there, if you want to do therapy, do it. I
agree 100%. It can get very discouraging too when you don't feel like you and your therapist are connecting in the way that you need. But I definitely agree with you as well too when you said just keep trying, because that's really what you're there for. It's for you, you know, not the therapist. They already know what they need to do, and they've practiced their specific study too. But you just got to keep trying and figure out what works for you.
Exactly. So speaking of, you know, therapy and self-love journey and all those good things. What are some things you've learned on your journey, both of them combined? Like, what have you learned about yourself?
From my self-love journey and which other, my therapy journey?
Yeah, like, what have you learned from them?
Oh my goodness. Okay, what I've learned that I need to give myself more compassion. I need to be more patient with myself, and I need to extend myself the same grace that I give to other people. I am so willing to be like, oh no, girl, you good. It's all good. It's okay. But when it comes to me, I'm like, no, Tati, you knew better. You should have did better. They were all perfect and you were wrong. I had to really stop sabotaging my imperfection and really just accept it. Like, okay, Tati, you're imperfect, and so is everybody else. Like, you're just as normal as everybody else. Everybody else has these feelings just like you. But what I've learned from therapy is that it's taught me how to take my imperfections and make me better. And turn my imperfection into progress. Not saying that I'll ever be perfect, because that's impossible for everyone, but it has definitely taught me that the journey it doesn't have an end destination, because you're always going to be having things to work on, but when you get farther on the road, it's just something that you can celebrate, and it's amazing.
I think it's important to pour into yourself the way you pour into others, and that's something that you tend to do. You tend to pour your all into everybody else, and you leave yourself dry.
I know, Michaela.
And then you and then when they don't do the same, it's kind of like, why am I not getting the same?
Right.
And
I'd be so offended and so hurt.
It's because you need to pour into yourself first, and so that you can pour into others.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you're so right.
So that's very important.
You're so right. And I honestly think about like maybe 2-3 years ago, I just think about where I was and in a different mindset too, and how much I've grown since then too. Like I've experienced so much trauma and so many bad things since then, but the way I handled it and me looking back at, wow, I really went through that, but I really overcame it. And first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for dealing with me, because I know, like even looking back at old messages, I'd be like, ooh, Taty, ooh. Like I don't even recognize that person anymore. And it's so hard to believe that that's me because I'm so far from that now. But yeah, so I just want to say thank you for putting up with me, because man, that means you really love me for real, because there's so many people who like, you know, could have still been around, and not to say that they're not around. Like if I call them and be like, check it out, pull up right now, they like, give me 6 minutes and they'll be there, right? But you are a different type of, I'm here for you. You know, you've always made time for me. You've always just like considered me, and you've always just made sure that I was good, even though you like taught you tripping, but you okay, right? You know, it's just, that is what is so necessary in friendships and community. And also I want to say that also helped too with my therapy and self-love journey as well. It's just having community and having someone who actually,
so important.
Yeah, who actually cares about you and actually is like, I want you to win, you know? Like there was a couple of people who I can be like, no, they really want me to win, and I owe them everything when I make it.
Yeah, I think that community is very important.
Yes.
It's very important, and it just sucks because a lot of people don't have that. Yeah. So it's like if you have your solid, even if it's 2 people,
that's all I need.
5 people,
yeah.
I don't think you need more than 5. But if you have more than 5, you know, that's good for you. But like 2 to 5 solid people in your corner,
yes,
like that's everything.
That's everything.
You know,
it's so much more than. There's no price tag that you can put on having a solid group of people who are really there for you. Like y'all could both be the brokest people ever, but if y'all got each other, like that's really all that matters.
Exactly. And now we're going to be moving on to some juicy stuff.
Oh no, I'm scared, and I'm gonna get another sippy sip. Shoot, and y'all know I'm a lightweight, so hold on, why is it getting hot already?
Oh my God.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
All right, you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do this.
So what's your relationship status?
My relationship. Well, I'm single like the last Pringle, baby.
Oh, you are?
I am, baby.
So are you dating? You just to yourself? Are you dating yourself? Are you dating others? Like, what's going on with that? It could be both. It should always be both. You should always date yourself no matter who you are dating.
Talk about it, because ain't nobody gonna be able to date me the way I can tell you, but
you gotta show them how to love you the way you love yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it, sister.
Let's talk about it now. So what's up?
Okay, yeah, so I'm out there dabbling my toes into everybody's pools to see what the temperature in everybody's waters are.
I'm cracking up.
And just trying to see what's out there, sniffing around a little bit, see if they left me some crackers out there.
I'm cracking up. Okay,
not crackers, but like. I meant like I'm a mouse and I'm sniffing for crackers. Okay,
just stop. My God.
Stop.
Right.
It's really hot now.
Lord. Okay. So what about ethnicity? Like, where are you with that? Are you open? Are you only have one lane? You like, where's that with that?
Excuse me. I am, I want to say I am open, but I like specific types. Like I like black guys. I like white guys.
Yeah, let's say that a little louder. Don't be ashamed of that, honey.
I like black guys.
I think we need to take that cup away.
I'm weak. It's already getting to me, baby. I like black guys.
But say that a little bit louder. Don't be ashamed. You kind of said it low the first time.
I'm sorry.
Be loud and proud.
You're right about that. Okay, this is the thing. Oh, what did I do? What did I set myself up for? No, I like black guys and I like white guys and I like Mexican guys. I like guys. I like every
no
ethnicity.
discrimination.
No discrimination.
That's what's up. Wait, then I said something different.
Yeah, no discrimination.
Okay, tall, short. What's up with that?
Okay, you gotta be tall. So in my head, I think I'm 5'7", but I guess my doctor talking about some, you only 5'3". Girl, I'm 5'7". So you gotta be taller. You gotta be taller than 5'7" when I have on heels. So like if I have on heels, I guess I'm legally 5'7". So you just gotta be taller than me when I'm wearing heels.
Okay. Let's see what else. What about build? And other build.
Their build?
Their build.
Their build.
And the other size.
And the other size.
Does that matter?
The size matter?
Both of them.
Okay, so the build that I like I don't like you to be too bulky because that's a little OD. I just don't want to be sleeping on an ironing board when I lay my head on my chest at night. I don't want to be sleeping on an ironing board, right? I don't want a wall either.
So do you prefer more muscular?
Yeah, but you don't have to be like a bodybuilder.
Okay, what if they got a little thickness to them? Does that
It don't turn me off, but it also don't turn me on. If that makes sense. Like I'm not really like, ooh, he got a little what's that, dad bod? Oh, he got a dad bod. Let me see what's up. But I'm also not like, oh, he got a dad bod. Stay away from me. You know?
Okay. What about the other size?
The other size?
Yeah. Down below.
Oh, okay.
Does that matter? To some women, it matters. So does that matter to you? You told me to ask questions. I'm asking them.
I wasn't expecting. Okay, it's so hot. Like, when did it get so hot up in this joint?
Wait.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
So if you had 2 inches. So you can't say you don't care.
Okay, I care. I like Okay, I care. And it has to be 5 inches minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's reasonable, right?
Excuse me. Yeah, I agree. I think that's very reasonable.
All right.
Yes.
So in the dating life,
yes,
what are some qualities you are looking for?
Okay, so I'm not necessarily looking for anything specific. I know it when I see it, but I do know that I want someone who is compassionate, someone who is loving, caring, emotionally intelligent, and just considerate of me at all times in every aspect. Just think about me when I say no, I don't want anything when we're in a drive-thru, you better get a large fry if you only want a medium initially, because I'm going to get some of your fries, or just get me a fry anyway. And I'm going to be mad at you that you got. Yeah. Wait, I'm being difficult?
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, you talking about. He's like, no, you.
Yes.
Wait, me? How?
Yes. Because if he's asking you if you want something in the drive-thru,
I don't.
But you just said you do. What?
I don't want anything until I see you eating it. Because sometimes when they be eating it be looking good. It's like, dang, I want some now. Like, I didn't want any at first, but now that you got some, I want some. So why didn't you think about me before and get me a small fry?
Well, he did. He asked you.
No.
Yes.
I want you to take action.
Oh, my God.
I need you to just take action. Just get a bigger size because you know I'm going to have a couple fries. Or let me add the fries at the bottom of the bag. I don't know, something. Give me something. Just think about me.
You hot?
Burn it up. I'm in the hot seat right now, girl. What you mean?
Oh, Lord. Okay, but you just mentioned that you know when you see them.
Correct.
Or you know when you know. Whatever you just said. You said something along those lines, right?
Yes.
How do you know?
It's a feeling, honestly. Obviously, women have intuition, but I think I've trained my intuition to tell me what's right and wrong. And when I listen to it, that's when I'm successful. But I've had feelings where I thought I knew, and at the end of the day, I knew that I didn't know.
I was just about to say that because I'm like, the track record is contradicting what you're saying.
Wait. Let me confirm what you just said. Repeat that one more time.
The track, y'all can hear me. The track record is yes, honey. Oh. It's contradicting what you just said. You just said you just have a feeling, but then you did say, at the end of the day, you found out that it wasn't the right feeling.
At the end of the day gonna end. Okay. Yeah.
So, do you truly know?
I think I do truly know, because I think I be wanting it to be something so much to the point where I'll ignore those feelings if I know it's not.
On from
let's move on.
Love relationships. What about friendships? How important are they to you?
Oh, kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, a little bit about community. Friendships are so important because I do believe that you are who you hang around. You are a reflection of the company that you keep. But friends are a huge part of you, and without them, you just are lost. And I've learned that in every aspect of my life, I need a friend. So just learning my place in friendships that I do have, and exercising that, and just showing up for them in a way that they need for me, and I need, and them showing up for me in a way that I need, it's just valuable to me. So I think friendships are really important.
Yes, they are. Mm-hmm. They're very much so important.
Yeah.
Me and you both have lost some friendships over time.
Yes, girl, yes.
We have lost some friendships. And some that we feel like were important to us, right?
Absolutely.
So looking back on those times, I feel like it's okay to be hurt because you just lost somebody that was so important to you, or for whatever reasons that may have been. But looking back, do you have any regrets on how you handled losing any of those friendships?
Ooh. We'll start off with the part of you saying, is there anything I regret in how I handled the situations? And there is a couple of things that I regret, the way I handled it. I would not have emotionally dumped so much on my friends. And kind of like what we were talking about earlier, is me just relying so much on other people to handle my issues for me. I was in a space where things were happening to me and I just wasn't sure why, because I thought in my head I was this perfect person to everyone, so I couldn't understand why bad things were happening to me. And I would lean a lot on my friends to handle the bad things that were happening to me. And that's not fair to them too, because they were also dealing with their own struggles and their own battles. And I would kind of get offended. I'd be like, yo, like, why aren't you here for me the way I need you to be? When it's like, dude, this is the only capacity that I have for you right now. Like, I'm still recovering from last week when you went through this emotional outburst with me and then you dumped everything on me. So what I would do is just moving forward, what I strive to do and what I make sure that I'm actively trying to be aware of is just making sure that I'm keeping my emotions in its place and understanding that there's a time and place for everything. Yeah. And just because I want to talk about something right now, doesn't mean that it has to happen that way. And it's going to be okay if you go a day or two without having a conversation. Sometimes people need time to process things, and sometimes people don't want to talk to you, and that's okay. I have to just accept that and understand that, other people have their own versions of accepting things and processing things as well. So I definitely have learned to just not be so dependent and reliant on them to be my Captain Save-A-Tati, Yeah. Just having that balance. Also still letting them be there for me, because there was a point where I'm like, okay, well, just no one can know anything about me then if that's the case. But that's not fair to the people who actually want to be there for me too. So just have to find a balance where it's like, okay, yes, I'm going through something right now. Let me figure it out through myself so I can explain to you what I'm going through. That way you can help me to the best of your ability.
Yeah. We just talked about how you might have regretted some things and how you handled certain things. Yeah. But what about the way that they handle things? Did that show you a lot of things about people, about them, about you? Like, Yeah. There's two sides.
You're so right about that. And also, I had to stop trying to take the blame for everything. Yeah. That's something that I have so bad, and I'm still trying to work on that, because initially what I was saying earlier too as well about taking accountability, I will always be like, oh, everyone else is perfect and Tati, you're not. So I would take that into my friendships as well. I would think, oh, it's always me, it's always me, it's always me. And that's not always the case. It's always there's some times where, you know, my friends are wrong too. And my friends actually,
stop looking over there.
There are times when, you know, my friends have wronged me too, and they've hurt my feelings too. And it really just made me think of the fact that I was so willing to accept the blame. They were willing to give me the blame because I was so down to be like, oh, whatever, like, I'm wrong. You don't have to deal with anything because I know what it feels like to have all this hurt, and I don't want you to feel that. So I'll take the blame.
And I hated that for you.
You did.
I did. I hate that for you.
Yeah.
Or I hated that for you. And the reason being is because in certain situations, well, we talked about everything, but in certain situations, I knew where you were, and knowing that you held certain people so close to your heart, so dear to you, and the way that they reacted to certain things, me not even being in your situation and I'm on the outside, I was hurt for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how dare this person? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, dang. Like, it was times where it was just like, that was unexpected from certain people. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Even though I didn't know them personally.
Yeah, you're right. But you knew how much I was rocking with them, or how much I thought they were rocking with me.
Right.
Yeah.
It was, And
that is something that was really hard for me to accept too. Just accepting the fact that as much as I really, really, really want these people in my life, or I want this person to just be here, they don't rock with you like that, or they don't see you the way you want them to. And there is nothing wrong with that. Because sometimes we get in our head and we build this fantasy version of our friends or the people that we love, and we just see all glitz and glams when we love them, and we're in the honeymoon phase of, like, I was just so happy that I had friends. I was just so like, oh my gosh, people are acting like they love me, and this is enough for me. This is enough for me. So I had to really like teach myself to take a step back and let them prove themselves to me. Because yes, you can say that you love me, but your actions are showing something completely different than what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I think it is that you raised your self-worth. You raised what you look at as the value of you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I said that correctly, but
yeah,
you get what I'm saying. I'm very proud of the fact that now you can be like, oh, I'm not even tripping off of it. Yes. Because there's a time where it's like a month after, it's like, you were still tripping. Girl, you were still ready to go.
And dude, and still, I ruminate so much on things for so long because I just have trouble accepting the fact that this actually happened to me. I'm like, wait, why? I feel like I have the purest intentions in the world. So it's such like a mind-boggling thing and really hard for me to accept. And that's why it's also really hard for me to let go too, because I'm like, nah, if I just give them a little bit more, then they'll be all right. But that's not the case at all. You need to revoke in order for them to appreciate, you know?
Right.
Hey guys, first of all, while we're here, I was telling Michaela that I wanted to go volunteer at the jail and go like, I was like, yeah, I want to go to the jail and I want to go to like interview people on the podcast. I think that would be so nice for like the people in jail to have a voice and stuff. She gonna say, ooh, no, they gonna eat you up. They gonna eat you up.
They gonna eat you up.
Like, what you mean? So I think she asked, what did you ask me that made me say no? I don't know what you said. I don't know what you said that made me say no.
It's because you don't know prison jail culture. You know what I'm saying? And when them people is stuck inside the way they stuck inside for the years they stuck inside, the things that they can get out here, they can get in there.
The things that they can't get out.
The things that they can get out here in the free world, they can get in there. Okay. It's just a way to get it in there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you I'm not trying to say you gullible.
Usually when someone says, I'm not trying to, and they be trying to.
No. I don't want you to feel like that's what I'm trying to say is what I'm saying.
Tell me exactly what you're trying to say so I don't feel like nothing else.
Wait, I can't breathe. Okay, what I'm trying to say is like, you're just so, oh my God, like, hey guys, hey, and it's just like
everything is peaches and roses.
Yes, you see the good too much. You just want to see the good, and you being the person you are.
Yeah.
I can't see you going in there. I'm sorry.
I can't see you going in there.
I'm sorry.
Gosh, you said
I'm sorry, not sorry, actually. Because it's for your protection. Because they're going to be like, oh, this little... Oh, okay.
But I'm not a little.
Fuck. But, no, seriously. They will eat you up. They're going to be... Hey, ma, like...
I'm like, boy, stop.
You see how she just said that's not for real, so let's be for real.
So if they come up to me and be like, hey, okay, I feel like if they would try to talk to me, I'll be like,
but that's the whole thing. They're not going to just flat out just go right in trying to get you to do whatever
So you think I'll fall in love with them? And then I'm just going to do whatever they want me to?
You do fall in love quite quick.
Hey. Hey. That's not true. That is not true. You think I'll fall in love quick? You think I fall in love quick. The guys that I've been in love with, I thought I've loved 2 guys. And they took some time. Right? They took time. The first one, the one that you're thinking of, the long-term one, took some time.
I wasn't thinking about him.
Okay, then the one after him?
I feel like we getting off subject, but let's just say this.
Yeah.
The first one, it was based off comfortability.
100%, 102%.
The second one, it was quick. Let's just keep it real.
Wait, it was quick?
Yes, it was. It was.
You think I was in love? For real? You think I was in love or an infatuation? Because I was heavily infatuated.
It's a thin line, boo.
It's either infatuation or it's love. Right?
It's a thin line. People can get them confused.
I agree. You're right. If we're speaking in that aspect, you're so right. Yeah, you're right. So, with that being said, you don't think that I was infatuated? I think I was extremely infatuated.
You know what it is? I feel like he came in your life at not the right time.
Yeah.
And that's why you wanted to connect with him the way that you wanted to connect with him. So I'm not going to say that you were in love. I'm not going to even say that you were infatuated.
Yeah.
I think that when you are in a vulnerable place and you want to experience something, a certain
so bad
thing.
Yeah.
You're just going to take it from whoever you can get it from. Not saying
Definitely.
it like that.
No, that was true. That was exactly what that was. Yeah. No, he's very, and if he would try to talk to me now, like if none of that happened and he tried to talk to me now, everything would be so different, and I don't even think he'd be able to pull me now. Nah, he would, because he's amazing. But no, but
I feel like you would take things for what they are.
Yeah, exactly. I would take it at face value, and I would understand. Okay, like I'll have more understanding about the outcome of the situation. I wouldn't be so confused and blindsided.
Yes.
But the point is, I'm not going to the jail, I guess, because Michaela said no. So
no, because they're going to be like, especially if you're trying to just go up there and you're not going to be there just one time and they constantly see you.
They gonna fall in love with me. They need to be worried about. They ain't gonna fall in love with me. They gonna be asking, where Taty at? I know. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really, really excited just for everything that's to come with Going On Listening, because this is only the beginning, and I have to keep reminding myself that too. Like
heavy on the only.
Yeah, and I have to just keep reminding myself too. This is only going to go up. And back to what I was saying initially about just my self-reflection of episode 1. Like I've come so far down to the audio, just down to like the camera placement. And just being aware of what I can and can't say and taking out things. It's just I can't wait for my baby to grow up. Just am so grateful for this journey and just so grateful for all the trial and error that I've learned so far. Like I look back at episode 1 and it's so crazy because right when episode 1 of Go On Listening came out, I was like, man, I'm never going to be better. I'm never going to come back to this episode and be like, oh my gosh, whatever. I was thinking so negatively about it. And now that I've grown and I've learned so much just about what goes on behind the scenes, and because this is a one-man show, like everything down to the editing, the claps, the sound effects, all this is all me. So just everything that I've learned has just taught me so much diligence and just taught me what I want from the show. And I want everybody to feel like they're involved, even if they're just coming in for a couple minutes and having a quick combo.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So is there anything you want to tell your supporters?
Ooh, anything that I want to tell my supporters? I would just love to say thank y'all so I hate saying thank you, but I also hate not saying thank you, because thank you to me just seems so cliche and it doesn't really scratch the surface of the gratitude that I actually genuinely feel. I'm so just grateful for all of everyone just continuously showing up for me in a way that it's like, sometimes there'll be people who watch the show and I'll be talking to them and I'm like, yeah, like, and this song, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, oh yeah, like the one that you talked about on the show, right? Or they'll just like kind of mention stuff about my show and I'm like, you watch it? And it's just like, oh, thank you so much. To me, that is just like, I feel like a mom when you're watching like someone just enjoy your child and just like love your creation. It's like, oh, it's just such an endearing feeling. So I just want to say thank y'all so, so much for tuning in to Go On I'm Listening and just being so supportive and loving me so much. Wow, Michaela, thank you so, so much for taking the time out of your day to come and just ask questions and helping people get a little bit of a clearer version of me and helping them to hopefully get to know me a little bit with y'all nosy tales. Nah, thank y'all so much for tuning into another episode of Go On I'm Listening. For the record, I'm just gonna say see y'all next week, even though I will see you guys again on season 2 of Go On I'm Listening. I'm your host, Taty, and thank y'all so much for rocking with me for season 1.